let's get you some guidance for July 17th and 18th. There are two astrological aspects that I'm going to pull for this week, and we're doing it overhead here, so a bit different for this video. I'm going to roll these dice, and we'll see what our numbered shuffle is going to be. A 6 and a 2, so that is 8. Let's see if I can put them there. There we go. An 8 shuffle. So on July 17th, we have Mercury going into retrograde in Leo here, in Leo. So this is going to be an interesting retrograde. Remember, retrogrades are not bad. Retrogrades are not bad. It's important to remember that. Let's do this shuffle here. Okay, I'm going to set that there. So Mercury retrograde in Leo is happening starting today, the 17th, and moving through about 3 weeks to August 11th, where it will go direct in Leo. I think this is going to be a very inspiring time. I think it's going to actually be a wonderful retrograde, but I am going to read the blurb from astrology.com for you so you can get an idea of the energy. Okay, our decks are set here for these aspects. So the blurb says, the summer heat will likely spark drama in the coming weeks, with this retrograde pushing us to pick fights and get swept up in the moment. Just remember, there is a fine line between bravery and attention seeking. I know that that's what the blurb says, but I feel like this is a real opportunity for you to understand and gauge what your light is capable of and how it is you are going to use your light. So that's why there's a bit of a warning with the retrograde in the description, but I personally think that you can stand and step into the high expression of this and be very conscious of how it is you're showing up, right? And what you're going to do with that light. If you're going to be throwing it at people, you may be learning a few lessons here during this retrograde. But if you can stand in the highest degree of your power and show up in an amazing, courageous way, stay out of drama, then the retrograde is going to serve you very well, I believe, very well. Okay, let's see what we have for our oracle card. We've got Life is Better Together, card number 4. Yeah, I mean, this kind of energy explains what I'm picking up on with the high expression. You don't have to be dramatic. You don't have to be picking fights. Even if you feel that, I feel like note it as a warning or as a pull to something that you can overcome or step away from or shift. This says, seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Reaching out for support looks like what they want us to know with the guidance from the oracle. It may be important for you to remember who is there for you during the good times and the bad, who really has your back, who loves you unconditionally, who you want to gather with. Again, if we're trying to avoid dramatic encounters and picking fights or getting swept up in some really fiery energy, you want to pick and choose who you're collaborating with, who you're communing with, who you're exchanging energy with over the next 3 weeks. It will really benefit you, frankly, to spend your time and keep your focus on things that feel, like they're of the light in a good way. Let's see what we have for the tarot. Yeah, okay. So again, they're really warning us here. A 2 of Swords, you can see even in the depiction of this particular 2 of Swords, these figures are a bit at odds with each other. I don't know what they're saying here, but I'm going to imagine them in the highest expression saying something that's kind of cheeky, that is a bit playful so that they can drop their swords and, hug it out or whatever. Go have some fun, go enjoy some time together instead of continuing this fight and harming each other. A 2 of Swords is a mental card that can see us really going back and forth between our head and our heart, trying to make a decision, trying to figure something out. If you are doing that during the next 3 weeks with this Mercury retrograde happening in Leo, mind this card. This is a very stabilizing card, and it's telling you that you're going to benefit very much so from seeking assistance from the people that, like I said, are there for you or that have your back. And instead of picking fights or staying in indecision, you may just need to ask for help. You may just need to put the swords down, choose another time, another day, another perspective. It feels like we can definitely get caught up. We've got the warnings here. So yeah, stay conscious of your mind, stay conscious of where you're kind of at war in your inner being, and allow yourself to reach out and commune with the people that feel really good for you. Stay out of drama, stay out of chaos. That's the goal. And shine your light, right? Shine your light as bright as possible. Okay, let's set these aside. This. Okay, and for July 18th, we have Mercury in Leo, sextile Venus in Gemini. So this is a very positive aspect happening for us the day after Mercury goes retrograde. I'm going to read you the blurb, and it says, "Get ready to speak your mind and make your voice heard today. This aspect enhances our ability to communicate feelings and desires with both intellect and flair. Don't hold back, speak up." This voice that they're talking about with this sextile, it's bright, it's shiny, it's positive, and it is courageous. So really, right off the bat, we've got a wonderful aspect helping us to use this retrograde in this Leo energy, this Mercury energy, this Gemini energy in a positive way. So let's see what we have for the oracle. 13, by the way, 13-4, it's another 4. Again, stabilizing energy is coming through. This is not meant to upend you, this energy. It's meant to ground you, I think, and stabilize you. Gliding through currents. Wonderful. It says, with a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. I love this vibe with this sextile because as you are finding your voice and speaking up and being very conscious of how it is you're expressing yourself, this tells us that once you go within and you're sure about it, or you have that connection to it, like on lock, you have it in place and it feels really good, this is going to allow for some seamless flow as you're using your words or as you're communicating. Again, it just feels like I'm much more grounded here, I'm much more stable here. It doesn't feel chaotic to me at all. That's wonderful. Don't hold back. Flow, right? Keep that moving. Grace and ease. You'll glide through the situation with grace and ease if you take a different approach. So again, if you are feeling frustrated or you're feeling lit up or something is, poking you, something is lighting you up inside and making you angry or frustrated, this is the time where you take a beat and you look at it from a different perspective in order to, again, put the swords down or put the fight aside and use a better, higher perspective or behavior, right? Shifting the behavior to flow. And that's where you're really gonna get on this current. I feel like this, again, this Mercury retrograde that's happening, that started yesterday, is wonderful. It's gonna help us be more connected to our light and our power and how to use it. And this tells me that you can flow through whatever it is you need to flow through, even if it's a bit more difficult or you're learning a new way to express yourself. Let's see what we have connected. The Star card, wonderful. Hopeful energy, look at this. She's kind of calling to her star. She's calling to her hopes and dreams. She's making herself known is what Spirit just said. It's like making your dreams known, making what it is that you see or envision for yourself real in the ethers, real perhaps with your actual speaking voice. This is a lovely combination. Again, The bright light of the star says you can shine. You have the ability to do that. You have everything you need to bring your light into the world and make it something beautiful and unique, and that benefits others, or that is of service to others and yourself at the same time. This says don't, lose faith. Keep your hope alive. Connect to that dream. It will help your dreams take flight. She's literally saying, this is my dream. This is what I'm going to connect to. This is what I'm going to hold strong to. And in this case with this sextile, and I'm going to communicate about it. I'm going to shine it out into the world. I'm going to shine out into the world, and not being afraid to use your voice and express yourself, even if it's not your physical voice, like your expression, to flow with that dream, to connect with it, to align with it, to vibrate with it, to call it in, and feel really good about the future. So I hope that this serves you for this week, and I hope that you have a wonderful lit up kind of experience. You remember to connect to that beautiful light of yours. Thank you so much for watching.